Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag is expected to be returning to Carrington early this week, as the Reds prepare for their clash with Brentford at the weekend. Speculation surrounding Ten Hag's position at Old Trafford appears to have died down somewhat as Ineos keep their cards close to their chest. The assumption is that the Dutchman has retained his position, but he will know that United need to improve significantly if he wants to remain employed in Manchester. Positive results are needed, and unfortunately for the United boss, they may have to be achieved without a handful of first-team players. Men's Sport has taken a closer look at the list of players who are doubts for the clash with Brentford. Garnacho was battling through the pain barrier to play 90 minutes against Aston Villa, but that hard work came at a cost. He had to withdraw from the Argentinian international team to recuperate and avoid any unnecessary long-term injuries. Yoro has yet to make a competitive appearance for United since his summer switch after picking up an unfortunate fractured metatarsal injury against Arsenal in pre-season. The Frenchman recently posted a video of himself running on a treadmill, which corroborates with the suggestion that he is making good progress. Ahmad had been set to join his Ivory Coast teammates this international break, but he had to withdraw due to illness on Wednesday. There are no indications, though, that it is in any way serious. There is a concern here as to whether Manu has a serious issue or not. He was forced off in the draw with Villa for an unknown reason. A few days prior, the midfielder had not only trudged off with a hamstring issue against Tottenham, but had also missed the clash with Porto in the Europa League. He withdrew from the England camp last Monday, and it remains to be seen if this was precautionary or due to a serious issue. Mazraoui was substituted at half-time against Villa after suffering heart palpitations. This led to him undergoing a minor precautionary corrective procedure, and United have stressed the issue was not an emergency. He will need some time on the sidelines to recover, though Maguire was helped off the pitch at half-time against Villa, which was immediately a concern for the Reds. The injury will keep him sidelined for a short time, but that means he won't be available for Saturday. Mount did not travel to Porto or Aston Villa after suffering a head injury and a knock in the defeat to Tottenham. The head injury is believed to have required stitches, but the former Chelsea man was not concussed. Shaw's history of injuries reads for pretty sorry reading, and this time his calf problem has kept him sidelined for the entirety of the campaign to date. Ten Hag is hopeful the England international shall be back soon, though. By far the longest absentee is Malacia, who missed the entirety of last season with a knee injury. Thankfully, the fullback has made progress this season, and the expectation is that he may finally make his return to the team this month. Hey fans, welcome back to United Report. Please subscribe for more updates. Zinedine Zidane has been linked with Manchester United on several occasions, with the French legend's agent making his client's position clear on managing in the Premier League. Whenever the position of Manchester United manager appears unstable, the name of a football icon inevitably surfaces: Zinedine Zidane. The Real Madrid and France hero has been linked with United on several occasions over the years, near the end of Jose Mourinho's reign, after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked, and now, albeit more distantly, with Erik Ten Hag struggling to hold on to his position following a disastrous start to the season. Zidane's name is typically thrown into the mix whenever a top-tier club job becomes available or seems likely to be. The closest he came to joining United was after Solskjaer's departure, but the World Cup and Euros winner ruled himself out. Reports in France have suggested that he is being considered as a replacement for Didier Deschamps as the national team's boss. Given Deschamps' World Cup triumphs as both a player and manager, appointing someone of Zidane's stature would seem logical. However, according to French outlet, RMC Deschamps has no plans to step down soon, as he wants to prevent Zidane from overshadowing his legacy. As a result, United might have an opportunity to secure Zidane should Ten Hag be axed soon. But despite the allure of United, Zidane and his representative have previously hinted that the Old Trafford managerial job doesn't align with his preferences. Back in 2018, during a break from his tenure at Real Madrid, Zidane's agent Alain Migliaccio expressed reservations, saying, "I do not think that he will manage in England. It is much less his style. I have discussed it with him. It does not really attract him." In 2021, post-Solskjaer's departure, Zidane himself addressed the speculation linking him to the Red Devils, citing language as a barrier in an interview with L'Équipe. He said, "Would I want to go to Manchester United? I understand English, but I'm not completely fluent in it. I know that there are coaches who go to clubs without speaking the language, but I work in a different way. Many elements come into play in order to win. It is a global context. I know what I need to win." Thomas Tuchel, who held talks with United in the summer before Ten Hag was kept on, remains the favorite to be United's next boss. Former England boss Gareth Southgate has ruled himself out after declaring he wants to take an extended break from the game before his next job. Manchester United are ready to sell Harry Maguire 3 months after the England defender claimed that he's been told he has a future at Old Trafford. Maguire, 31, is currently in the final year on his contract with United, who are understood to be willing to cash in for as little as £10 million during the upcoming January transfer window. The centre-back cost the Red Devils £80 million to sign from Leicester City in 2019, with manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer handing him the captaincy midway through his debut season. Under Solskjaer's successor, Erik Ten Hag, Maguire has endured a difficult few years. After struggling for regular minutes during Ten Hag's first campaign, he was stripped of the club captaincy and offered to West Ham. A deal didn't materialize, though, and Ten Hag eventually became reliant on Maguire last season as the Red Devils were hit with a lengthy injury crisis at centre-back. Despite his treatment, Maguire, who missed out on a call-up to this month's England squad before suffering an injury against Aston Villa, has constantly remained loyal to United, who've had a disastrous campaign so far. Speaking in July, he presumed that he was part of the club's future plans. Asked if he wanted to stay at Old Trafford, Maguire told Sky Sports, "Unless the club tell me I'm up for sale or I'm not wanted there anymore. Everything I've heard and the action I've been shown from the club, I'm part of the future, and it is time to crack on and make this club successful again, challenging for the big trophies. That's what this club demands." The 31-year-old recently came to Ten Hag's rescue to snatch a late 3-3 draw with Porto in the Europa League, with United having squandered a 2-goal lead. Maguire came on as a substitute after fellow right-sided centre-back Matthijs de Ligt endured yet another difficult outing following his £43 million move from Bayern Munich in August. United also signed French prospect Leny Yoro from Lille in the summer for £52 million, only for the 18-year-old to suffer an injury in pre-season, which is set to rule him out until November. Yoro's return will see United boast 6 senior centre-backs, although half of them are out of contract next June. Alongside Maguire, Johnny Evans and Victor Lindelof are also in the final 12 months of their deals, and none of the trio look likely to extend. Evans partnered Maguire at Villa Park for half of the 0-0 draw before Lindelof came on at the break and was used as a right-back.